All right, welcome guys. Welcome back to Crypto Insider. Welcome to a new video. This is going to be a much shorter analysis of the market, and we're gonna do this on a weekly, sometimes on a daily basis. We're gonna look at the health of the market, where we are right now, what we can expect for the coming week or weeks. It's a bit like a weather report, but then for crypto. All right, so let's dive straight in. What do we see here? We see here alt season is over. So in crypto, we have this chart called the Bitcoin dominance chart. When this chart comes down, altcoins are doing well. When this chart goes up, Bitcoin is doing well, or at least, well, actually, altcoins are doing really bad, and Bitcoin could be doing well or could be doing bad. What this basically means is that how much percentage is of the total market cap is in Bitcoin, right? So for example, let's look at here. Here is December 2017. This was the peak of Bitcoin right here, mid-December, right? Of the last cycle. Then Bitcoin came down and corrected, but the altcoins, they did really well after. So the altcoins went up crazily after Bitcoin peaked out. And this you can see in this chart as well. This was alt season. This was the famous 2017, 18 January, December, January alt season, right? That's this move. So when this chart comes down, it's good for your altcoins. When this chart goes up, it's bad for your altcoins. So then we had this two-year bear market, and then we came to 2019, where this was a bull market, and then after the bull market in August, somewhere in the summer, it peaked out, and again we had an alt season. This chart coming down. Then we had the Corona pandemic dump, where Bitcoin was dumping less than the altcoins. So this chart goes up. That was here actually. Let me see. That was somewhere in March. Oh, that was just this small thing here. But anyways, we had the start of the current bull market, where Bitcoin was very dominant. Only Bitcoin was going up. Altcoins were doing nothing. Go look at the altcoin charts. They were doing nothing. I mean, let's go look at Ethereum, like at the start of the year. Yeah. Here in December, we were at 600 for Ethereum. Like, wasn't doing nothing. Bitcoin was just going up and up, and Ethereum, relatively speaking, wasn't doing that much, right? So from that point in late December and early January, this chart came down, right? And that's when you know, okay, this is start of alt season. And wow, what an alt season we had, guys. Like, I mean, look at this. We came from 74% Bitcoin to now 40% Bitcoin, right? So this is huge. That's just huge, right? So you could have bought any altcoin right there and you would have made crazy money, right? Obviously, it's always advisable to invest in the right altcoins. But that's a whole different topic. Right now, I expect many of you still to hold the altcoin back. And I think, go check my first video as well, where I explain everything about the current situation of the market. It's a very important video. It's long, but if you want to understand things, you need to go watch my first video. So right now we are at support, triple bottom here. And I expect the Bitcoin dominance to go up to between these extension levels, which is 46 and 50. So somewhere around here, let's call it 48 and a half, which means that I expect another correction to hit the market. Obviously, we saw today that we already went down a lot. And this is also what I explained in my first video that I uploaded last week. that I expect this market correction, and you can find everything why and how why in this video. So go check the first video. Don't be needy about like it being 1 hour. Either you want to understand this market or you don't, right? So furthermore, we have the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, which is now coming down as well, exactly in line with the end of an alt season. And I expect all of the altcoins to come down against Bitcoin. Again, you can see here how, we were again almost at all-time high here, at least for this cycle, right? So it makes a lot of sense for ETH BTC to come down, right? So where on dollar value do we expect to bottom? I expect Ethereum to at least start to test levels between the $2,000 and the $3,000, and to potentially even going sub $2,000. But this is what we have to see. For now, we're not there yet. I mean, we're still at a decent valuation right now for Ethereum. If my internet wants to work with me right now, doesn't really look like it. And we've seen today that there's a red day. This has all to do with the meeting from the central bank, the Federal Reserve, next Wednesday, when they will decide to taper the support program, buy less bonds, put the interest rates up to tackle inflation. This is what the politicians asked the Federal Reserve to do because inflation is now too high. Then they will start doing that, which means that investors will leave the market. They will have to leave the market because this is, again, watch my first video. This is the most crucial or the most fundamental growth factor of these markets. And a lot of institutional investors that own cryptocurrencies, they will first ditch their cryptocurrencies because this is their most riskiest investment, right? So it's not like a person that is like you and is happy and excited about crypto and decentralization and whatnot. Like, these guys only care about net results, right? So whenever they think it's time to get out of the market, they will get out. So for this week, we have to really look at how the altcoins are holding up. Like this is probably the most important chart for everyone that has altcoins. And furthermore, like, okay, so the fundamental problems right now is that you have this Wednesday. So this Wednesday, put it in your agenda. This Wednesday, 3 o'clock Central European time, we will get to see fireworks. And we don't know yet which way those fireworks will go, but most likely to the downside. Like, I expect, for now, we had like a big retrace down. I expect a retrace up. For tomorrow, I expect actually a green day. I expect them to peak the highs and then on Wednesday to reverse the market down and really get Bitcoin to around these levels, like at least below these lows of 47. So somewhere between 47 and 40, basically. I expect Bitcoin actually to come back to 42K. But more on that on Wednesday. I might go live on Wednesday because it's a very, very, very important day. And very quick, we can see this in the total altcoin market cap as well. Exactly on track with what we predicted or projected. We don't predict, but we project, and then we keep checking if our projections are correct. If this is correct. And this is one other really fundamental factor, which is the options on Bitcoin and on Ethereum. And you can see like this is the money that's in option calls or puts for the end of the year, right? So, and this is the most important reason why the market is coming down, because the market maker does not want to fulfill all these bullish calls. Look at this. This is like 22.7 billion on the 400,000 Bitcoin. It makes no sense. So for them, it's much better for the prices to be here at the bottom, where they don't have to pay as many people. Go watch my first video, explain to you everything there. For now, we're looking bearish, and Wednesday will be a big day. Have a look at the Bitcoin dominance as well. This is a crucial support level. If we break that, we could see some bullish action for altcoins. Right now, it's off the cards. We are bearish, unfortunately. All right, see you on Wednesday. Goodbye.